was a typical morning. I woke up early because, you know, these light-skinned faces ain't gonna make themselves, baby. But then I got a call, and I guess you could say nothing was the same. Hey Drizzy, it's Weezy, baby. You listened to that new Donda yet? If you do that hand thing, we're on the phone, I can't understand you.
No, I haven't heard it yet.
Well, check it out. You're gonna have to really bring it with CLB, baby. Weezy, out. And I gave it a listen. And wow, it was, it's the best thing I heard since Peppa Pig's new album. You've shed a tear. If I was gonna take care of Easy, I had to call the GOAT. Alright, what is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Hope you're, out here getting money, I guess. Because, getting money's tight. But if you could do me a favor before we get started, please, just go and give me like a little thumbs up. I don't know why, but I think it's important, as every YouTuber says that at the beginning of their video. So, if you could do that, that would be awesome. I know I'm doing another certified lover boy tutorial, and you're probably like, damn, yes. It's just what we needed, and you know what? I agree. So we're gonna get into this video today. I'm going to try to show you guys a lot of really cool details and things that you may not have thought of doing before. Just try to get creative and try to do things that you might not see on other YouTube channels or people might kind of skip over. So that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. I'm gonna be using drums from my new drum kit, the 8-bit drum kit, and you can get a free download for the free version of that, so you can just test out some of the sounds in there. Then I'm also gonna be using some sounds from my only drum kit, which you can also get a free version as well down in the description if you just want to test it out before you buy it. Or if you want, you can also just buy it. If you buy both of them together, you can get a pretty good deal on it. So definitely check those out after this video. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so the first instrument that I'm gonna use is just like a nice set of strings. Perfect. This is a nice start. We're starting really basic and we're just going to build on this. And I'm not adding any effects to this. I'm just cutting out some of the low ends, and I just cut out everything below 200 hertz. And that just keeps things from getting like muddy when I add like the bass line and stuff like that. So I do that to pretty much all of my sounds. Next sound that I'm going to add, just because we know we got to kind of fill this up as that sounds kind of dry, is I have this dark felt piano, which has like a lot of reverb, and it's like a darker sounding piano. So something like this will sound really good with a Drake beat. So I just copied over the other chord progression, but we're going to do something a little bit different here. So I'm just going to delete some of these notes and these right here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these chords a bit bigger. Okay, so it sounds all right now, but when I add this other stuff, and I should show you guys this one effect that I'm going to do, it's probably going to sound pretty good. All right, so the next thing I found was this cool bell, and that's the name of it. It's not like that cool of a bell. I'm going to do with this, just because I want to fill this sound up a little bit more. I'm just going to put it on these top notes right here. one note, but it makes a pretty big difference to the sound. Let me just show you. Now take it out. Now bring it back in. Very nice. And for that, I'm not putting anything on it as well. I usually don't use a ton of effects on most of my sounds. And I'm using this Femawa sound. Because like a lot of Drake songs have like some sort of vocal. It's usually from a sample, but last time I did like a sampled video, it got copyrighted. So I'm not going to do that right now. I like that. Definitely need to turn it down. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all of these sounds right here, select all on the playlist, do Control-Alt-C. This is like the quickest way to do it that I know of, at least. And then you're just going to want to click start. And you're just going to want to make sure it's set to cut remainder so there's nothing left on the end, and you just go start. So now it's an audio file. And what we're going to do with this audio file is go up here, left click, go to edit an audio editor, then click the sample rate right here, and then I'm going to do 2000. And what this is going to do is it's going to resample it, and it's going to cut out tons of the high frequencies. And Drake's sound a lot of the time really cuts out most of the high frequencies. That's like a characteristic of his sound that kind of him and 40 came up with. So I'll just play these together so you can hear the difference. Woo! Ooh, that's nice. Subscribe. Cool, so now it's time to add some drums. I'm going to keep the drums pretty simple. You don't want too much going on for these types of beats. Most of Drake's beats are really simple. They just have to be catchy and kind of invoke some sort of emotion, so keep that in mind. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using drum sounds from both my only drum kits and my 8-bit drum kits. Link in the description if you want to get the free versions or if you want to bundle them together and get them at a pretty solid discount. It's the vibe right now. The last thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in one of the bass one-shots from my other kits, and to use these one-shots, all you have to do is go right here and then turn everything off except the holds, and yeah, that's pretty much it. One other thing you're going to want to do, since we're going to be switching from 808 to a bass, is you're going to want to hit this wrench tool right here, and you're going to want to make sure it's cut to whatever the 808 is cut to. So in this case, the 808 is cut to 5, and so you want this also cut to 5. Just because if we don't, then if we switch from the 808 to the bass or vice versa, it's not going to cut off the 808, so the 808 will still be playing when the bass is playing, and it'll just make things sound really muddy, and we just don't want that. So that's why we do this. Kind of like it like that. Trust me, like this bass line alone makes the kit worth it, in my opinion. Now in terms of actually like mixing my drums, I have a whole nother tutorial on exactly how to make your drums knock, but mostly it's just all about like leveling, and I center my kick and my 808 most of the time, because I think it hits a bit harder. But I'll usually just play with the volume knobs right here mostly as I'm like adding the drums and whatnot. So that's kind of like all I do. So here is the beats on my master channel. All I do is put on a compressor and then a Fruity soft clipper. You don't have to like do a lot. You just have to make sure that you're using like good high quality drum sounds. If you're going to want your drums to knock, that's kind of really the biggest thing that you need to do in terms of that. And just in terms of this beat, nothing like too crazy was done. I kind of just switched between like the sample that I filtered out all the high ends that I made, and then it switches over here with like all the normal sounds that you hear at the beginning, and you kind of just have to listen to it to see what's going on. But here's what it looks like. I'm just gonna play it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Please leave a thumbs up if you haven't already, and yeah, I will see you soon. Peace.
Dillonxo.